Hi everyone, it is Wednesday. I started a new job, so now I get off early Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I come out to the garden and do things as I can. And I just wanted to give you an update, so here we go. Here we're working on carrots. Very disappointed in the carrots because they are very sporadic. So like you'll have one here and then you'll have one there, and that's how it is all the way down. So now we got to go through all these big weeds and try and get those done. This row's done here. Here we got purple potatoes. Those are really growing big, as you can see. Very excited for those. Next we have red potatoes. Those were weeded. It looks like in between the rows need to be weeded now. Same with that row. And this is a garlic. I just am always amazed coming out here how big this garlic gets. And almost every single piece of garlic we planted has grown. Pretty much every piece. So we had some stuff here that didn't come out, some radishes and turnips, and we decided to plant some zucchini, so we planted zucchini and a few other things. So there's that. I'm gonna go over here. We got some celery growing in these little bins. So there's those. So yeah, I hope you all are having a good week. Trying something new on my phone and my YouTube channel to hopefully make it easier for me and for you guys. Not that it really matters what goes on, but so I'm just walking out to the west garden, and here we have our corn. As you can see, it's growing, so that's great. Yeah, nice cultivated corn. The corn will eventually grow taller than the weeds, and then it really won't matter because it'll just kind of choke them out. So here we got a couple rows of potatoes. As you can see, they're growing too. These little potato plants there. These have been cultivated, and then these have not, but you can still kind of see the rows of potatoes there. And then we got our 2 rows of onions, and as I've shown earlier, you can kind of see down there where the rows are. Lots of grass in here, which kind of stinks. Here we had dill, and we had to replant because it wasn't coming up. So that was replanted this past weekend. Here we put up a little fence for some of our peas, and of course it's not long enough, so we'll have to get more or just live with it. So, but we got some Lincoln peas coming up here. Those are peas. All those, they'll keep growing. So those go all the way down to the end, and then we have, I think mine are called, I want to say snow peas, but I don't think that that's what they're called. But these are the kind of peas that I like. So those, of course, go all the way down to the end too. So, and I'm just gonna take you over here. My father-in-law cut his alfalfa field finally, so that's done. We had last week, about a week ago, we had some hail damage out here, and we had to replant some things. So, but we had cabbage, and those are doing just fine. And then I'm gonna walk down here. This whole area right here has cucumbers in it. We're gonna eventually be laying down black plastic stuff. But these are cucumbers here. These are really growing big. I'm excited. One of my favorite vegetables, those and peas. We will be picking rock out of here soon too, hopefully. Get my kids out here and help me with that. They just love love picking rock, as I say that sarcastically, but there's some more cucumbers right there growing up out of the ground. We're gonna go to this bottom half of our garden. So here we have some late cabbage in these 2 rows to the right of the hose, and then after those flags are potatoes that haven't popped up yet. Here we have these 4 rows of tomatoes that we planted. We had planted them before the hail came last week, and then we did have to replant about 50 or more of these plants. So all the plants in the greenhouse, we kind of cleared all those out and brought them out here and planted them all. And we had, I think we had 6 left over. So that was kind of crazy. And we are just hoping for that we don't get any more hail. Here we have 4 more rows of tomatoes, which these were planted after, so they look really nice right now. Here we planted our leftover tomatoes. We had about 5 plants left, so we planted those. And then there's some, golly, I don't even know, radishes and beets and a few other things after those flags. And way down there after those flags is some late cabbage. So, or I mean cauliflower. This flag, I don't know exactly what's after this flag. And then after this little dirt area are some peppers, and we planted those after the hail. And then these 2 rows right here we planted before the hail. So I'm just going to show you, like, they did kind of get damaged. I mean, this one seems to be coming back and is going to be putting on some blooms here soon, actually. But like this poor little guy, he didn't make it. But we are not replacing the peppers because we already have quite a few pepper plants as it is. So yeah, some of them are, you know, there's another casualty that we had, so he won't be producing. But look at this, there is a bloom coming right here. Did you see that? Right there. Very sweet. I can't wait to eat some peppers. Ooh, these already have a flower on them. Let's see if I can get this in there for you guys. Yeah, right there. So that'll eventually turn into a pepper. So that's really exciting. Hop over rows here. This is our eggplant, I believe. Kind of got damaged in the hail too. We got more peppers after that orange flag right there. Over here in this next row, here are some yellow beans that have really grown up here. After this flag here are the green beans, which are really growing too. Not really a super straight line, but hey, they'll grow, right? After that, I'll get you straight here. Let's see, after that flag is some kohlrabi, and I don't know what's after that. But in this other row, I think is Brussels sprouts after that orange flag on the left. And then before that is more green beans. And these were actually planted later, so I'm kind of surprised that they are just popping out of the ground, as you can see here. And you see this big crack here. Let's see, crack goes, you know, that's where the seeds are starting to pop through. And you can see right here, this guy is trying to get some sunlight. So yeah, this whole crack, I mean, they look kind of weird. They look really different than when they are big, you know, when they show their leaves like that and stuff. But yeah, they'll come. They will come, that's for sure. And then In this next row, let's see, this row we have broccoli, and then these 2 rows are cauliflower, and then we have some kale that also got smashed by the hail. Obviously this guy is pretty mangled, but with kale they grow back. So this guy looks really good, and some of these leaves could probably be picked and washed. But otherwise they look pretty good. And then we have our early dill, which looks awesome right now. So there's that. And then this guy is summer squash, so hopefully that one got pretty pounded by some hail, and so did this guy right here. So yeah, that's the garden. I'm gonna go down here because I planted some sweet potatoes the other day, and they look like they're doing just fine. That guy, and that guy, and that guy. So yeah, now I'm gonna walk down. We planted squash the other day too, so that is doing okay. I'm just gonna go walk down here and show you guys, because that's what I do. That is what I do. I don't have any kids today, so it's kind of nice to be out here and not have any fighting going on and stuff. So here's some squash plants. So there's one. These are our bonbon squash. Yeah, that one looks kind of wrecked, smashed a little bit. And they are not looking as good as I thought they would. We got a good inch of downpour rain last night, and as you can see, this soil here is really wet. So yeah, but now I'm going to go walk into the greenhouse because there are still a few more things that I want to show you if I can make it without smashing our tomato plants. So you guys all like my videos, I hope, and love watching things grow just like I do. I think every time I come out here I got to make my rounds and see everything and how much they're growing, and I just like showing people that, and I like that it's all natural stuff, and you know, hard work. A lot of sweat goes into this garden, but I love having garden stuff all winter. So yeah, it's a long walk, but that's okay. That is okay. So, just coming up to the greenhouse here, I'm gonna show you. This is where we have a bunch of flowers in here. Yeah, lots of flowers that we really don't know what we're gonna do with. So, got some green onions growing in here. There's our furnace we used, our wood stove to heat this place. Oh, more squash, in case anyone wants some. And then the back part. If you've watched my previous videos, this place used to be plumb full, and those were tomatoes that were all in this middle row here. And now look how empty it is because we had to replace a bunch. So anyways, we planted some strawberries, and look at this guy. I shouldn't say we planted, we transplanted strawberries, but as you can see on this thing, there is a lot of strawberries coming. Look at them. Look at them. And these are our pumpkins. They are huge. We are going to be guiding them out this door. And this is our garden with the carrots and potatoes and stuff, so, and garlic. We have another wood stove back here that we use to heat. So that's that. We planted watermelons a long time ago, and they are finally perking up a little bit. So there's one. We've been watering them with fertilizer water to get them to take and to keep growing and stuff. So, and then over here we have our cantaloupe that have just really taken off lately. And this one even over here has some blooms on it. So as you can see, those little yellow flowers, those will turn into cantaloupes. So yeah. So that's all I have for you today. I really hope you guys enjoy my videos and watching the things grow just like I do. Other than that, we'll give you an update next time I'm out here. So have a good week, everyone.